Hello? Please. 5 a.m. Also, I want to freshen up. Will my luggage be long? Thank you. My name's Matt. This is for you. I thought you might be thirsty. Sorry I wasn't here to meet you. I trust my team filled you in. You know why you're here. Yes, you do. You do. You did some bad things, Claire. You know that too. You weren't tricked. Though, not many stick it out as long as you. No ties. Why'd you stick around?
Was there something you wanted, Matt?
Oh. She speaks. I want to know about Charles Cooper and what you did for him.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know more than you realize, Claire.
Doubtful.
I know you're lonely. A little sad. Living your life in a fog. Not very proud of some of the things you've been doing lately, are you? You miss your son. Mark. That's his name now, by the way. You wonder where he is. Turned 11 just last week, didn't he? A whole decade since you last held him in your arms.
How do you...
That's horrible. I mean that. Sincerely. No bullshit. I always wanted kids. But kids aren't meant to be part of this life. Rather miss what I never had than mess up what I could have. But you had a whole year. You bonded. Now that would be tough. I couldn't do that, Claire. I admire you for that. You chose to protect him by sacrificing him. But if I'm being really honest, what I don't understand is why you did it that way.
You just said to protect him.
Yeah. But you were protecting him from the man you stayed with. Was your son less important than Charles Cooper?
How do you know about my son? You hacked my account?
No.
How then? You're Joseph?
Yes.
All that time?
I'm sorry, Claire. I know what it's like to have someone you trust ripped away.
Do you now?
Claire? Claire,
What?
it's time to talk about Charles.
What about him?
What about him? You ran as a goddamn drug mule for him. You laundered money. You smuggled goods into the country for him. We both know you never looked into the back of that truck. We both know those are the kind of goods that cry out in a host of European languages. Come on, Claire.
All right. What's your game?
You know, Mark's had a rough time of it lately. His adoptive mother took to drinking a lot after a messy divorce. She had full custody. I mean, it's rarely the other way around. Then there was that incident with the car.
What incident? Is he all right?
He's okay. Few scratches. Nothing major. They weren't going that fast, but they did veer off the road and hit a lamppost or something. Anyway, my point is, Mark has been removed from the custody of his parents. He's now living within the foster care system.
What?
Of course, his adoptive grandparents naturally wanted to take him in, but there have been questions about their suitability. They're getting on in their days. Pension reliant. Not the best to raise a energetic boy with a penchant for sports. Did you know that? Yeah. He loves sports. Great at football. What he loves is hockey. Yeah. He made the local team first time around. But of course, the foster home he goes to, it's not nearby and they don't have a car, so he had to give that up. I'm sure he'll be fine, though. There's what? About 9 other kids vying for the attention of the barely there idiots who look after them. Claire, your son is 11 years old. He's been ripped away from the only home and family he knows and placed in one of the country's biggest systematic failures. He will remain locked in the confines of that homegrown disaster of which you have first-hand experience until he turns 18, at which point he is turned out onto the street with nothing, and by which point you have no idea where he is.
You're an asshole.
Let's maybe not point fingers, Claire. I know it's awful. I was a foster too. Just like you. So, the way I see it, you have 2 options. You can leave this room. You aren't under arrest, after all. I can't promise there won't be repercussions if you do leave, however.
Just to confirm, is a government official threatening me?
No. Just to confirm, my team are next door, awaiting orders. My orders from above are not to touch you should you decide to leave.
Seems to me that I should just walk out that door then.
That's completely understandable. Though I wouldn't trust the busboy who's on Cooper's payroll, who's probably going to be bringing my luggage up soon. Tell me you didn't use your real name when you were checking in. Did you? Sloppy, Claire. Did Cooper teach you nothing?
You're a bastard. Did you pick this place or your team?
I did. This isn't my first roadshow, Claire. Be pissed at me all you want. I didn't create the situation. I sped up the timeline. You share a bed with an international criminal at night, and by day, share intimate details of your life with a stranger online? Frankly, you're lucky it was me, and not a test from him. Either way, I have a 5 a.m. wake-up call in the morning. And you know Cooper well enough to know that he's not going to interrupt us. He's gonna see how long you stay in this romantic, beautiful hotel room with another man. Is it worse for him to think you're cheating on him? Or informing on him? I guess it's a betrayal either way.
You said I had two choices.
Option 2 is simple. You help me, I help you. I get you witness protective custody. A talkative busboy gets an emergency phone call to get home to his ill mother before ever reading your name on a guest list.
How do you know he hasn't already seen it?
We've already changed the name in the booking. Now is whether I change it back. Help me, Claire. I can get your son back.
You could never.
Without doubt, you have made some very questionable parenting decisions. Choosing to give your son to strangers rather than leaving the hand that beats you as well as feeds you is one of them. However, after our time, after 2 years, I will be easily convinced you now regret that decision.
I regret ever going into that chat room.
No, you don't. So, what's it gonna be?